If you've ever struggled with how do I get a person to remember me physically, visually, or verbally, stick around. We're going to be showing you how to be memorable in this episode. You're listening to the Modern Kings podcast, your source of life-changing information for upgrading your lifestyle and unlocking your keys to success. Welcome to Modern Kings. What's happening, everybody? I'm King Prime, and in today's episode, we're going to be giving you nuggets that can immediately be implemented to you personally and professionally. Being memorable, especially in today's world with so much noise going on, it is not a nice to have. It is a necessity, and it is crucial for your success. When you are memorable, people are more likely to know you, to like you, to remember you, to refer you, recommend you, and engage with you. What do you think when you think Tom Ford? Likely appearance. How about Morgan Freeman? Definitely that voice. Heck, I'll go on a limb and even say Dennis Rodman. What do you think about when you think Dennis Rodman? The first thing probably came to your mind was party boy, crazy, etc. But what I focus on is he's a dirty worker. He did the work that no one else wanted to do. He did the unglorified job of a basketball rebounder. What comes to mind when you hear Chick-fil-A? What I think of is the closing statement of my pleasure. If you want to be memorable, I'm giving you 4 areas. And that first one is initiation. You have to make a first great impression. You do not get a second opportunity to do this. So if you're getting ready to meet someone for a first time, whether it's personally, professionally, a date, an interview, or what have you, you may want to rehearse. You want to stand tall. You want to be confident. And you may have to practice what it is that you want to say. You may have to have a practice partner. You definitely want to walk tall and walk confidently. Shake hands and make eye contact with the person that you need to. Don't make it awkward. Don't make it too strange and shake hands too long, and just don't make it weird or strange. And if you're funny, bring that comedy. It is a magical icebreaker. When and where possible, tell stories. Always have a great story and a great joke on lock, ready to go. And if you're meeting someone upon, again, first contact initiation, have some standout answers. Greetings in the mornings or engagements with people. How's it going? Best day of my life. How are you doing? I'm amazing and incredible and fantastic all in one. Good morning. How's your day going? Any better? I'll be twins. It's so many words that you can say other than good, other than okay, other than meh. There's a lot to choose from. So, hey, load up. Now, secondly, we're going to get into looking the part. You do not get a second impression for this either. You might think I'm speaking of looking the part physically, but I'm speaking of physically and digitally. No matter how you look at it, you are a package. And the wrapping of your package matters significantly. Think of it like Christmas, right? Now, somebody has a gift, and that gift is to be given to you, but they didn't wrap it up. As a matter of fact, the box is raggedy. It has stains on it. It's been beat up, and they just hand it to you, right? And now you're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. But what if they took the time to wrap it? You'd be much more excited about it. You'd be thrilled about it. You'd be excited to receive that gift. That is what you're doing with your physical appearance. Another thing, boring colors. Chances are you're not going to be remembered in boring colors. Now, some of you are uncomfortable with that. That's a whole nother topic, but that is something that can definitely make you stand out by choosing bolder, memorable colors. Another area, these are 3 of my favorite: footwear, fragrance, and frames. If you are a person that's trying to seriously be remembered, you've really got to have some distinct footwear, fragrance, and frames. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this impromptu, but I'm going to show you, if you're looking at this online, the video version, I'm going to show you here. I have a pair of Burberry glasses. Nothing super special about them, but they're nice, they're transparent, they're clear, and they do get compliments. There's another pair of frames, black and gold, something different, right? Now I'm going to show you 2 more things. These are a pair of my favorite shoes. They are eel, calf, and lizard material, but they get compliments galore. Lastly, Here's a tie. It's one of my favorite ties. I consider it a summer tie. But this tie is always in style. And I've had it for, gosh, probably over a decade. But it never gets old. It's always a conversation piece. Now, one more thing. Burberry Hero. This is a killer fragrance. This is definitely something that you want in your collection. Do yourself a favor. Listen to your voicemail. It probably sounds terrible. It's, "Hi, you've reached Brian. Leave a message." What's memorable about that? Any of my close friends, family, or anyone that I've consulted that have called me and left a message, they will tell you just how entertaining my voicemail is. I can definitely help you to improve that because that is certainly a game changer for you. And if I ever miss a call and someone does leave a message or I return the phone call, they definitely tell me how hilarious and entertaining my voicemail is. Now, looking the part also refers to your online presence. Your online presence truly matters. So if you're a person that is about, say you're a trainer at a gym, say you are a person that sells flowers, something about your online presence has to resonate with who you say that you truly are. It is an extension of yourself. So that is something that you certainly should work on to be memorable. You want to be the go-to person and you want to be remembered to get those opportunities. Your website, your social channels, and what people find when they look you up online is what they believe. When they Google you, in their eyes, that is the gospel. So you have to make it such. Area 3 is to be a giver. Now, most people don't think this way, but I truly believe that if you're a giver and a contributor, being kind, that is absolutely the best way to be memorable. Contribute value whenever you can, however you can, wherever you can. Be a great listener. Do you know how many people have troubles, issues, or just want to be heard, but no one will patiently listen to them? Now, I'm not asking you to be the trash can for people's issues, but people deserve to be heard. And you, as a leader, should be setting that example. You want to be the go-to person for the dirty work. You want to be able to do those jobs that no one else wants to do, that everyone thinks they're too good for. I promise you, you will be remembered. And it's a great way to be elevated because people will think of you because you stepped up and you led. You also want to acknowledge others for their achievements, whether it's one person, whether it's the team, but give people acknowledgement because that's another area where people don't get a lot of notice. You also want to give genuine compliments. I had a guy, his name is Pastor Kevins. I follow him we connect with each other on Instagram. And I did one of my first episodes. I was in a black suit, gold tie, and I posted on my Instagram. I can't remember his exact words, but essentially he was saying that tie was sick. It was great. And I was like, wow, that is really nice. Of all the people that he could say something to and all the things that he could be attending to, he compliments me on my tie. And I remember him for that and other things. It helps also for you to be vulnerable. You don't have to put up this brick wall and be in a place to where you feel like you can't let your guard down and let people know what's affecting you and to speak your heart to things. Being vulnerable is a part of being a man. You can also do something nice. The next time you're in line or in the fast food line or whatever the case is, pay for somebody's groceries, pay for somebody's drink, do something to contribute to someone else. All right, I got a couple more areas. One, take ownership when things go wrong. Things are bound to go wrong at some point in time. When they go wrong, not if, but when they go wrong, take ownership. And I'll tell you another thing that is contagious, that is being positive and optimistic. People definitely want to get on that train. That is a very good way to be memorable. And last, but certainly not least in this area, you want to express gratitude. Giving gratitude and expressing gratitude will open up so many more doors for you. A very, very, very good friend of mine says, if you can think, you can thank. Last topic and how you can be memorable is be honest, but without being an a-hole. How wonderful is it that you can be valued and known for bringing the truth and telling the truth to someone in a very kind, honest, polite way? Honesty, in my opinion, is so hard to find nowadays because everyone's so conditioned to catering to making someone feel good. But I got to tell you, you can make someone feel good while delivering the truth to them, because the point is to correct the action and not the person. Make all of the correction and the conversation about the action taken or not taken, and don't criticize the person. You have to meet the person where they are, not where you are, because you got to remember somebody helped you where you were when you weren't at the level where somebody chose not to criticize you. So that whole do unto others things, let's exercise it. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about the areas that you feel you could be most impactful in, and let that drive your ability to be memorable. You do not have to get out there and put on a 3-piece suit, put on the ties, put on the shoes. It helps. It's cool. But what's your strong suit? What's your signature thing? What are you known for? And how can you stand out by being a genuine, good person with a good heart that wants to contribute? Secondly, I want you to listen to your voicemail. I am serious. Listen to your voicemail and put something a little bit more appealing as your voicemail. Being memorable elevates your opportunities. If you have any questions about this episode or any questions that you want in any future episodes, be sure to email me at info@modernkingspodcast.com. Jump over to wherever you're listening to this. Give this a 5-star review. I would greatly appreciate it. Pull out your phone, send it to someone that is trying to elevate, that cares to elevate, that you care to see rise and shine. Send this over to them. Tag me in the share, the story, the video, and I will shout you out here with a high level of appreciation. Being memorable equals getting picked. That's from Jeffrey Pfeiffer. Follow me on YouTube at King Prime. Follow me on Instagram at iam.kingprime. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see you in the next episode. And until then, look your best, do your best, and be your best.